Welcome to our very special Christmas special Goodnight guided meditation. Get yourself super comfy in your bed. Just feel how cozy comfy that you are laying in your bed. Feel the warmth against your skin. Feel the softness of your duvet. Take a deep breath in through your nose and just hold the smell of your bed and your bedroom, and very gently breathe it out through your mouth. I invite you to close your eyes and just begin to feel the way that your body moves as you breathe in and out. Feel the way that the covers of your bed move, maybe. How they feel as you breathe in and out. Now, imagine that you find yourself in the snow, in the dark. You are still in your pajamas. What are you doing here? It's light from the snow. And even though the snow feels cold against the skin of your toes, you are not cold inside your heart, or even inside your body. You still feel as warm and cozy as you did in your bed. What's that noise? The jingling of bells gets a little bit louder. That noise is jingle bells, right? Where could you be in the snow where you can hear jingle bells? Silently, you see a sleigh. Yes, it is a sleigh. It is the sleigh of Santa Claus, silently gliding down from the sky. But it's not Christmas Day yet. Santa Claus glides down silently from the sky, and he stops right in front of you. You are a little bit confused, understandably. Maybe excited. How do you feel that Santa Claus has flown down in his sleigh and is now standing with his big, red, jolly, smiley suit in front of you. Ho, 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 he says to you. I don't think you can say very much, because you're not really sure what to say. He keeps smiling, and he says, your name. He says, my elves, they do an excellent job of keeping a good eye on all the little girls and all the little boys. And you, and he says your name again. We have had a particular eye on you, because we have seen all the things, the super special and amazing things that you have been doing all this year. And he adds another ho ho ho, just because he's Santa Claus. How do you feel about this? So Santa Claus says to you, because of all these amazing special things that you have done, we have chosen you to come on a super secret magical journey with me in my sleigh. Just because you have chosen so many times to be kind. So you try to think of all the special, amazing, kind things that you might have done this year. Can you think of any? Perhaps you were kind to someone when they were sad, just because you felt that they might need that. Perhaps you gave someone a pair of gloves to put on their hands because their hands were cold and yours were not. Perhaps you remembered to say sorry without a grown-up telling you to, just because you knew what you had done was maybe not the best thing to do. Perhaps you were brave enough to be honest, even when it felt hard. Perhaps you shared your toys or your sweets or something else that is important to you. Be kind and loving for them in that moment, but just because you wanted to. Perhaps you'd just been gentle with somebody who needed some gentleness. Can you think of anything like that? Have you done some kind things this year when you didn't expect or want anything back in return? Santa smiles at you and he stretches out a hand. Are you ready for the journey? You hop into his sleigh. His sleigh is very magical. The seats are beautifully warm. Can you feel how beautifully warm the Santa Claus sleigh cushions are? They are furry and gentle and soft. "We're off to see my grotto," he says to you. And gently the sleigh glides up into the sky again. The air is cold and crisp, but you still feel so warm, just as though you're still back in your bed under the covers. The night sky is so dark, you can see 1,000,000,000,000 stars twinkling at you. You can hear the sleigh bells ringing from Santa Claus's sleigh and his reindeer as they run through the sky. Very gently, you land down at Santa's grotto. There are sweet smells of candy canes and gingerbread. There are bright colours of the grotto, of the elves' little suits, the fairy lights outside, and inside the grotto. It's just filled with 1,000,000 colours and sights and smells. Can you imagine how it looks like in there? Presents stacked everywhere with beautiful coloured ribbons and wrappings. Elves busy, calmly stacking presents, wrapping them, finishing up the making of them. The elves notice you, and they smile, and they wave. One or two even say your name. And it's so cozy and warm in there. There are fireplaces everywhere, keeping it all so cozy and warm. You hear the crackling of the logs on the fire. "We cannot have our trip for long," says Santa Claus. "We are still very busy getting ready for Christmas. But your heart is fit to bursting with just having gone in the sleigh with Santa to meet his elves, to see his grotto. And I think Mrs. Claus is going to have my dinner ready very soon. Before you go home and go to bed, there are 2 special requests that you may make. The first special request," he says, "is that you may get to go and see one very special person. Just tell me who that is. Just whisper it." Have you thought about that special person? It can be anyone you like. Now whisper it to Santa Claus. Any time that you need to see this person, or that you want to see them, just close your eyes, put a hand on your heart, and they will come to your mind. Your second request, he says, comes in the form of a magic bell, and he passes you a magic bell. Hold tight onto this, he says, and think of any special magical power that you may need right now or any time. Any power that you may need. Every time that you ring this bell and hold it, he says, you can feel that power. Have you chosen your special power? Santa knows you have. So he takes you by the hand and back to the sleigh. And silently the sleigh glides up into the sky again. Only the sound of the bells comes through the silence of the night. And through the cold, dark air you fly, in Santa's warm, cozy sleigh. And again with your hand you can feel how soft the cushions of the sleigh are. And before you know it, Santa has pulled up at your bedroom window. And he says to you, remember, any time you want to see that special person, just put your hand on your heart and close your eyes and you will see them. And any time you hold and ring your magic bell, you will feel the magic superpower that you have requested. You climb through your window and into your bed. It's still warm. And you can still hear the jingle bells. And slowly they fade away as Santa Claus waves to you through the window. And just feel the warmth of your bed, the softness of your bed sheets. Take a deep breath in through your nose and smell all the wonderful smells of home, and breathe out through your mouth. And you smile and think about your wonderful journey with Santa in his sleigh. And I wish you a very good night and Merry Christmas wherever you may be.